I brought Frank into my family because I was living by myself and I just wanted a companion, and Frank was perfect. He follows me everywhere. He sleeps with me, cuddles with me. He was 4 months old. He was born like October 2019 and I got him February of 2020. So he's very much like me, like father, like son. And we like to stay in bed. He's a big cuddler. So he likes to cuddle on the couch. He likes to watch TV. So like sometimes I'll be working or doing like class online or studying, and he just like comes up to me like under my feet and he starts like growling, and that means he wants me to pick him up. So I'll put him on my lap and he'll just like fall asleep there. And if I go to the bed and I lay down, he'll go right next to the bed and start like whining because he wants me to pick him up. He has a lot of energy, like too much energy, but I try to keep him calm. He's what they call a Velcro dog. He's like attached to you all the time. When he was a puppy, like when I first got him, he was much more hyper than he is now, and he's very hyper right now. So he had more energy, I think, when he was younger, but he still has a lot of energy right now. And he's 5 years old now. Oh, he does get into a lot of trouble. Frank likes to bark at big dogs, like if he was as big as them. And his bark is very loud. He sounds like a Rottweiler when he barks. So, he's scared. There's a big dog that lives around here who's a puppy, and Frank will bark at him and the poor big puppy dog gets scared. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? Go get him. He's very vocal. He has a lot to say. So I noticed that something was wrong with him because he just wasn't acting like himself. He was just on the floor. He didn't really want to move around. Hi, Twinkie. And I called him to like go outside, and he didn't like run up to the door like he normally does. And so I just walked him, and I noticed that he was walking a little bit slow. And I was like, there's something wrong with him. I should probably take him to the vet. They examined him and stuff, and they gave me pain medication because they said that they had like the idea that it could probably be IVDD, but they weren't like certain yet. So they just gave me pain medication, and then I went home, and I had a trip planned that week. So I was leaving him with my aunt in Homestead. So I drove all the way down there and I dropped him off. And that night she told me that he like stopped walking, like his back legs were very wobbly. And I remembered that at the vet they told me like keep an eye on his legs, and if he's not able to walk, then bring him in right away. So as soon as she told me that, I had canceled my trip. I went and picked him up, and I took him back to his vet, Summers Animal Hospital, which is like right here. And I actually called them, and I didn't even go back into the vet. They told me just go straight to the neurologist because it could be something serious. So that's when I called SEVN, because they recommended SEVN. Yeah, I called in the morning. It was like the next morning. So that same day I went in and I took him, told them to do the MRI. Then they called me after the MRI and said that it was his discs degenerating and he had IVDD. So I told him to just go ahead with the surgery. Now he has like all the energy that he had before is back, and he just wants to jump on the couch, jump on the bed, jump everywhere. He needs to control that, so we've been working on it. It brought us closer for sure because, Frank's my little baby. I'll do anything for him. I guess, our relationship before was, we were always very close, so it just probably brought us even closer than that. Now, I value our time much more because I get to spend more time with Frankie. But now, like, even when he wakes up, he's fine. So he's like back to normal, basically. The experience was great. From the minute I called, I got all the information I needed. The first person I spoke to was very nice. It made me feel like I was taking my dog somewhere safe. I would say definitely get pet insurance. It's helpful. You never know when an accident like this is gonna happen, because I didn't have to worry about how am I gonna, save my dog and pay for his surgery. So it's just one less thing you have to stress about.